We talking shop, we talking shop, we talking shit, baby. We talking shop, we talking shop, we talking shit, baby. We talking shop, we talking shop, we talking shit, baby. We talking shop, we talking shop, we talking shit, baby.
Yes, sir. Talking Shop, episode 143. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, you know the duo is Dylan Savage and Joe the Greek. Guys,
what up?
How you guys doing?
Terrific.
You guys free fall back to earth.
We're here.
We're living, man.
We're in the fisheye.
Another week in the books. Is it that bad of a fisheye? I think the only thing you could tell is the door right there.
Yeah, no, you're like a Beastie Boys video.
Yeah. So what you want?
Looking like what I say, like you're looking like a peephole of a door.
Yeah, that's why I said you look like a 2002 skateboard video. You look like Rob Dyrdek and doing his little tricks before he bought all of MTV.
What? Scranton, what?
Scranton. All right.
How's it been, man? How's it going?
Who you talk? Oh, is that to
you?
To us? Me?
Talking to the gentleman of TSP. This is kind of like, like we don't chat too much. We're busy with life and work. This is our time to convene. How's it been?
It's been great, man.
He's doing that thing again, huh?
What the hell did you just say?
He's doing that thing again.
What thing? Do I have a thing?
You got lots of things.
That's fair. Are you being disingenuous?
No.
Okay. You care about us?
I would say so. That's a fair statement.
Is that why you sent me a breakfast sausage video today?
I did. I was talking about it on the podcast last week.
Who all got to see that?
You two, both of you, and Ian Stolar to keep the streak alive because we have an absolute incredible streak. I just get pictures of fucking darkness just to keep streaks alive.
What does this mean?
It could be a random picture of a wall. Just make sure that you sent the fucking picture. Keep the streak alive because if you see the
is this streak a thing?
What I mean, what did because you guys both are each other's yellow heart, red heart?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
I just know that I have a fire emoji and the number of my streak.
What I'd like to know what that is.
976 days, consecutive days.
If your chick worried about this, I would be.
Like I said, there's times. I mean,
you like to see homos naked, whatever. Cool.
I didn't say there's nudes involved. Not all the time. I'm just kidding. It's basically like I said before. Kind of like you get on a streak and then you kind of keep the streak alive.
What's the stopping point? Like when the first person turns 30 and then they're like,
well, actually, believe it or not, I broke the streak multiple times back in Florida. I mean, this streak is back from Florida, but I've broken multiple streaks that were in the couple hundreds. Yes, it was my fault.
You guys have
I don't understand the point of this.
Days.
I give Ian credit though because obviously this podcast was formed because you kept in touch, Bobby, but I mean, Ian kept in touch when I moved away. So that was one way we kind of like kept in touch outside of gaming and 2K.
Oh, you fell in love with him.
Go downhill.
I got it.
Hey, what's up, man? Here's my door. How's it going down there?
Smooches.
It didn't start off that way. I appreciate
Check out my crowd molding.
Keeping in touch.
Thinking of you.
Because, connections disappear when you disappear.
Have you ever sent him any of your extremely produced Snapchats?
Produced as in... explain.
You ham it up, bro. What's what he's trying to say?
Like, you produce them. They're
like
productions.
high quality productions that we're talking about on my Snapchat
I don't know
stories.
about that, but...
Back in the day, yeah. Planet Fitness gave me a lot of opportunities to... I mean, I was riding a fucking Zamboni in the break room, baby. Whipping that thing around. I'll have to... All right, one day, I'm going to bring that photo... I should be able to do it.
Wait,
Not right now.
Why was
Peter
there a
crash.
Zamboni at Planet Fitness?
The floor
It was like
cleaner.
it was like a walk behind Zamboni, you know, like to clean the floors. It wasn't like like a big ass fucking hockey ring.
That's why I had to ask. It didn't make any sense.
Get the fucking job done faster.
Yeah, like you understood what you're trying to say. We didn't.
I call it the Zamboni, man.
Yeah, little.
Oh, it was
floor
bony
cleaner.
time. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get canceled saying that.
No, definitely not. Not back
Watch
then.
out, guys! It's
Maybe
bony
like in season
time.
6, we can kind of maybe slowly start to maybe every other 2 or 3 episodes, we can kind of just go through the history of Dylan the Savage.
Peel it one layer at a time like an onion.
The mid 2000s. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll start it. Yeah, so
Mid-2000s.
mid 2000s.
That's the bulk of my life, apparently.
Iced coffee,
12-year-old.
moving, getting into your own apartment. That era, the sculpted and sensitive era, Florida.
Lunitas
Moving
Lane
back.
era. I mean, that's a great era. That was hilarious times.
Sure, I was
Bachelor life.
The TSP was sort of born during those days.
The
through
flush
a
was
different,
definitely born.
through a different avenue, but yeah.
Do I have that? I have that intro somewhere. I have to. It was hilarious. It was like live from Lunitas Lane in Perrysburg, Ohio. This is the flush, and you heard like a fucking toilet flush. It could have been
Just stuck with
something
it,
if we
dude.
stuck to it, man. If we
Well,
stuck
we get
to
some
it.
flush merch up in the shop.
Ooh.
Flush.
I'll drop a toilet. I can drop a toilet with the TSP name hanging out of the top. The flush.
The address underneath Lunitas Lane, Perrysburg, Ohio.
No problem. I'll do it tonight.
I'm sure your
I'm sure I
guy,
have something somewhere, man.
I think his name was Raleigh Smogman. He'd probably buy some merch because he's all about supporting Dylan.
Oh,
What?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
least
that's a
that's-
fucking. Yeah, that was definitely sus. And the profile picture looked familiar, so I didn't think anything of it though.
Yeah, the profile picture was Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins.
What am I missing here? I don't know anything about
It's
this.
that guy we were talking about. That
Oh,
Twitter account
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Like, just like only attacks Dylan.
I like it.
I guess the show, but
I didn't see any of
It
this
was more
shit.
so the show. I think it was more
On
so
Twitter,
the show,
right?
wasn't it?
yeah, I can still see. I don't have him blocked. Like I blocked him from the Twitter account.
What a
Let's see what he
goofball.
said.
What a shame. What a shame.
He acts as though he's from like Europe, but he said because earlier Dylan
Who goes out of their way to do this?
was asking for questions and shit. And he put,
Yeah.
my question would be, why is that American numbskull Dylan a participant in this form of entertainment? I haven't forgotten how you disrespected myself and many other Europeans last year on this platform for blocking me. Pitiful, if you ask me.
That does sound like somebody trying to be European in my mind.
Yeah,
Damn.
got a picture of the
I didn't
lead
even get
singer
to
of
see it.
Smashing Pumpkins, and then his bio says, "Probably forgot more than you've ever learned."
Whoa, dude, you're edgy. So
Hey,
edgy.
I definitely respect the alter ego.
I
Because
want
it's
to know
probably
who's
fun
doing
as
this.
fuck.
It's so cool.
It's probably fun as fuck.
It's
to
clearly,
troll.
it's very clearly a burner.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Incredible, though.
Yeah, I respect the alter ego.
I want to know what you said that
Apparently,
offended them
you're out
all.
here disrespecting Europeans, Dylan.
Yeah, I wanna
That's
know.
I am European.
what-
98.2%, motherfucker. 23 in me
Maybe
said
that's
so.
the
Apparently,
part.
at some
Maybe
point
that's the
last
part.
That's
year,
bullshit.
you must have did or said something to disrespect Europe.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking. I mean,
Raleigh's fed up. He
I
has
think
an
I said
Irish
something
flag
to
as
disrespect him.
his header pick. So I guess maybe he's Irish.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hey, fucko.
Oh,
that's all I got.
is that
He's a fucko.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, like I said, I respect the alter ego. I just want to know exactly what I said.
I'd like to
Could
know
have been
who,
the seasons
who
that are in the
is.
vault.
It's like your
Because
Batman.
I
Jesus,
dug a
Riddler.
little deeper too, And unless the person that I was saying that I think it is changed phones, that guy has an Android, and this account was tweeting from an iPhone. So it kind of makes the waters a little more murky. So I really have not a clue.
Clearly the same. It's the same person as before.
But that person has an Android, or had an Android.
It's also like what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Like what, it had to been end of first season, second season. Around that time.
Whatever season we were in, I think it was during early Pandy times. So
what do they say? All publicity is good publicity.
I don't know about this guy specifically
we
trolling you.
So no one's going to see it.
It could be one of the people that like my reactions, just like you guys kind of kick my ass.
As far as I know, he's the only one that responded, so good on him, I guess.
Thanks, Riley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for real. I respect that. A troll, of all people. I retweeted on my own personal account as well. But the only response we got was from a troll, a burner account, who attacked me because I attacked Europeans, apparently. I attacked my own kind. What a shame. Shame.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean... you retweeted on your account. We know that most likely your friends
even my IG story
tweet a question because they're trying to keep snap streaks alive. So you can't really come at them for that. It's either one or the other.
Respect that though.
Pickle battle.
Can't have it all.
But unfortunately, yeah, more crickets. You know.
Yeah, as we'll know later on in this episode with our guests, it pays to have connections. Maybe I don't have as many connections as I originally thought.
I'd say you got about 0 connections.
That's probably possible.
Shout out to video connection, but that's
it was always a video connection over Blockbuster for me. We didn't have family video.
That might be past my time. Is that early 2000s?
No, that's like mid to late 90s.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. When you were getting poked in the forehead.
I was not getting poked in the forehead. I was already born. I was living.
I was just trying to. I mean,
I was putting.
So you're saying Doug Losey? He ain't packing heat.
I was already born in the mid late 90s. I was walking around
like
saying
regular
my first
people's
words.
mid to late 90s, or like your version.
Mid to late 90s, 95, 99, mid to late 90s. Okay. Just so we're on the same page.
Okay.
I was putting cheeseburgers on TVs.
Not mid though. We got to have that straight. You were born in the late 90s. Yeah. You
born in mid 90s.
No, you weren't.
95. Is the middle as you get.
Were you born in 95? I thought you were like
95.
I thought you were like 97.
I just turned 27.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought you were younger than that.
I got a little bit of wisdom in me now. I said actually.
Let's celebrate a birthday. Wait, what?
Oh, the birthday. Yeah, it was great. It was great. I'm talking about like when I think about my age, it's like, damn, I'm 27 already.
Yeah,
it's like if I hear me out.
You're offending Europeans, and now you're offending your two co-hosts. What are you talking about right now?
Well, I'm just saying.
If
you look at it,
me and Joe, we're already in the dirt.
Yeah.
No, you're just on your third and final contract. If you're looking at it in sports terms, and that's what I'm looking at here, like football terms. It's like
at 33, I'm not going to get.
Hey, I'm sorry. Good luck in free agency, fellas. Good luck in free agency because some teams that are rebuilding are going to be looking younger and more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
What does
so
that mean? Is that like,
I don't know.
You talking about
in football terms? In football terms, like NFL, you're a GM. You're not going to be like
who's in charge?
Yeah, is it God?
I'm entering my second contract is what I'm getting to. Okay, I'm 27.
Yeah.
My second contract in life.
So life isn't going to hand me and Joe a fourth contract?
I don't know. It depends on how you played in your second, third. Might get a 1-year deal.
What the fuck are you getting at right now? That we're dead?
I have no idea. That was a weird comparison.
So write that one down, Dylan. Wait till you get off the air.
Your parents are like on their fucking sixth contract. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I mean, you can still be alive and retired. They're definitely not in the game
You
anymore.
weren't
They're just,
portraying it
they're
like
just
that.
living their life.
No,
Yeah.
that was,
What I'm saying is, I'm in my prime, and I've been in my prime probably as far as like when you're going from age standpoint. Your prime's probably what between.
That's some real young guy
your
shit to
prime.
say.
You always talk about your prime being like 5 years ago. So what are you talking about?
Can you still hold it up
Then
with
it's
the
even
towel?
more sad. I'm
That's when you're in
ending
your
it.
prime.
I'm just poking holes through this fucking.
Now, there's a lot of 30 and 40-year-olds out there listening to this, and he's like, "What do you fucking mean? I'm in my prime right now, best days and shape of my life." And
Yeah,
you're probably not wrong.
Terrell Owens is 50 years old. He can skull fuck you if you wanted.
Yeah, he probably would. He probably would. Oh. Man's probably working out in front of the
He
media.
could probably
in
do
his-
it from
in
a
his
foot
driveway.
away. That's the crazy thing.
It always comes to cocks, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's full
Shows all
circle.
the cocks.
TS penis. TS penis.
That's some of the slickest shit you've ever said. Thank you.
No, TCP. We're gonna talking cock, man.
Oh
Talking
yeah,
cock podcast.
we do say cock more than penis.
Yeah.
But
That's
speaking
crazy.
of not penises,
Put your
Yeah,
fucking
that's not a good
adult
segue. That's not a good
pants
segue.
on.
I'm not
Unless
even
you
wearing
fucking
pants,
tears,
dog.
27 ain't shit.
I had a good time though.
You gotta make
Just,
sure you get to 28 though. A lot of people do die at 27, so you actually gotta make sure you do get
Brutally.
Good lord, that
Brutally
is a lot of
honest,
pressure.
yeah.
either 26 or 27. I think it's Club 27 though.
It's 27 club. Yeah,
It's club. Yeah, it's club 27. That's
Or 20, yeah, whatever.
it's
it's
27.
called, so.
I hope it's actually, I hope it's one of the best years of my life. So
It
hope it's
won't
gonna
be.
one for the one for the books. That's what I'm hoping for. So
You're gonna
Some red
close your
meat.
eyes.
Did you get any slop? What's up?
like I said, one of them was guaranteed. Red meat it was.
No slop
No.
though, huh?
No, we don't eat slop around here.
That's not what you say.
You're not supposed to.
I enjoy slop.
Did you eat some slop top though?
Plead the fifth. I did get some thick ass meat.
It's whack, dude. What's going on with you guys? I put it all out there last week.
I'm just laughing at slop top over there.
I'm just when I come in here, dog man, I don't hold back, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that tongue strength. That's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot your top 5 Ohio or something. I think I can't remember.
Top 5 in Ohio, top 15 in America.
Where's the number 1 from?
He's probably some sort of like Bulgarian refugee
Yeah,
that's lived here since like 94, 95.
mid 90s. Got it.
Yeah.
Anyways, you want me to introduce our guest?
Absolutely. Take the fucking reins,
Yeah, you guys
Joe.
been hanging out together on your screen or whatever.
Yeah, actually, I've known this guy a long time. If I think about it, we used to hang out a lot. Used
What
to draw
contract
pictures
he
of
on?
juggalos. He's on his 3rd contract, I believe. But
It sucks. It's all over for him,
it's
like us.
you're done for.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Some people might know this guy listening. It's my buddy Danny, aka C5th.
Hello.
You
Well,
didn't disappoint with the entrance.
I'm from Europe. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
What if you was the guy the whole
Dylan, you
time?
better start apologizing.
I'm just
Fucking
kidding.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sure.
gonna say. Right off the fucking gates, let's just clear the elephant out of the room here. And I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm not from Europe. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
European ascent.
It's like
Yeah.
Europe.
I think probably European. Look at me. I don't know. I never did a
That's fair.
23andMe.
Fair enough.
He's Icelandic.
Dylan
No,
wasted money
I'm
in
gonna
balling
go
once.
Mostly European, probably.
Taking a guess. Caucasus Mountain region.
But what's up? Yes, I have known Joe for a long time.
It's weird. I think I was
What's
in the
cool about
studio actually on my background here. When
I
you
think
were-
you were sitting in the couches in the studio at Mike's house.
Did you take that picture?
No,
No.
that's from his video. I do
Yeah,
have a pretty cool.
Oh, that's right,
picture
you
of
said
him.
you paused
photo
it.
for him to have done that. That's like a real camera.
Yeah.
That
I
was
mean,
a
the iPhone's
screenshot.
cool, man, but goddamn.
That was like at the time. That was a really great. It was a Canon 5D.
Yeah, it was.
I remember
That white tee was definitely fresh out the pack that day, huh?
back in 2011. I think I shot that video. Which is
no, I think it was 2012.
no, it was 11. It was on
Was it?
YouTube in 11. Yeah, I'm pretty sure March of 2011.
He made it, Joe. I mean, back off. Okay.
Give me some
2011.
space, Joe.
I literally just watched it. Let's see. Yeah, 2011. You're right.
Hey, I know my own music.
That's
April 2011.
Yep,
is that a fresh Hanes tagless?
probably a stop and go
Okay.
t-shirt.
Hey, those are cool.
They
I
were
had to explain to my wife what that exactly was. How you can buy whole sweat outfits. If you're like, I'm like, that's a sign you might be in the hood. So get your candy bar, get the fuck out of there.
Get
We're
you
hanging out there.
a New
Many
York hat.
$35 knockoff Air Forces in my day.
Yep.
Many.
They don't even crease. They don't bend.
Hey, I mean, unless you're some sort of sneakerhead, you couldn't tell the fucking difference. Yeah, they're real.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is that?
Gary.
Is that from Shoe Stock? What's that app that got just fucking tagged with fake Nikes? Like Shoe X or something like that?
StockX.
StockX,
Sure,
that might be
Whitey.
it, yeah. StockX. Hey, I'm European.
No, you're not. You make them mad.
They don't wear shoes over there, do they?
No, dude. You know what? Air Force Ones used to annoy me when they came out with like the. I get the white ones, black ones, but when they came out with the clear toe ones,
You see
what
the
was that
socks?
shit? Yeah,
Yeah, those were fun.
hey, shit.
They call that doing too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fogging it
Kanye
up
came
and
out
shit.
with
Your feet are too hot. Fogging up the window.
in
Yeah.
other Kanye news, didn't he come out with some shoes that had like that you could fill them up with water?
I don't fucking know what that guy's doing.
Nobody
I
knows.
don't,
what
I don't
he's
follow
doing.
his news cycle.
Dude, I
Man.
can't stand his clothing and his shoes. The Yeezy ones, amazing to me. Beyond that, they've been getting a little weird. Like those boosts were okay, not my style.
And the Red
But these
October,
ones-
when he was with Nike, he always
Yeah, all the Nike ones are incredible. And that first Adidas shoe he did was pretty cool. But these new ones, man, look like you
Yeah.
stepped in fucking ice cream out of a cartoon. Put your shoe in
Yeah.
there.
I don't like that bulky nonsense.
It's fucking stupid.
It all looks like brown baggy sweatpants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
not
know how-
appealing. I know you're right.
Right.
It's-
Like I don't get fashion, man. I never understood I mean, I get it, but I don't get that.
yeah. I get matching my shoes to my hat. I understand that.
Right, yeah. You
Well,
got some colors that go together and some colors
Yeah.
don't, and like springtime and wintertime. I get all that shit, but I don't know what that Kanye's like. I mean, it's cool though. I'm not judging, but I just don't get it.
It is
you on
more
that,
so
man.
of like who's creating it as opposed to what the creation actually is.
True.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Well, that's
a
why
lot of
they
these
sell
people
them.
that are buying it, yeah, a lot of these people are just buying it for resale or collection items and just put it on their wall if they're like a shoe
Right.
collector.
I believe they
or-
call those people stands.
I bought
Do
some
they?
shoes at Walmart yesterday for $8.
steal in
What?
this inflation.
They
day.
Shacks or something?
They were probably made in the same place as Kanye West shoes. Like,
They are more expensive to produce those.
They have some, yeah, they do. Walmart has some good collections that kind of like mock like Vans and stuff like that.
I
Still
went
have the-
totally
the
dad
name.
mode. I've been buying New Balances. Not the all white ones. I'm not there yet.
I got some New Balancers that I run in, and they're like the best running shoes I've ever had in my life.
They're just nice, man. I got really how do you say the scientific term? Big fat ass feet or whatever. So it's hard for me to, get any of those narrow shoes, man. It just doesn't work. So New Balance is
Yeah.
like where it's at.
Any Nike.
Eh.
Side
I have
blasters.
small feet. I'm like 6'4",
Yeah.
300 pounds, but I have like small feet. I can fit into 11 if I had to.
There's no fucking way, man.
Dude, I got small feet, small hands. My fingers are short, but I'm tall and
Yeah, you are really
I'm
damn
a
tall.
big
I think.
dude.
Those are
but I'm
Walker
just like,
hands.
it's weird.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're like short, stubby fingers. Chubby digits.
Shout out to Charlie.
Yeah, thanks, Dad, for the fat fingers. Mom.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I wear like a 14, depending. Sometimes bigger.
I buy a 12. If I'm paying money,
Yeah.
I get a 12, and that's comfortable. But if if
Yeah.
it was an emergency, like a
Yeah.
wedding or something, I had to squeeze into some 11s, I could.
Borrow some Stacey Adams at a
It's
size 12.
insane.
You gotta get bigger on those shoes. You gotta get way bigger.
I
How tall are
wear
you,
what's
Joe?
comfortable.
What's that?
How tall are you?
6'0".
6 even.
Yeah, I got the money.
14's ridiculous.
Yeah,
6 foot.
I don't have little hands. I've got. It's
That
hard to
boy
see.
is hung.
I got that's a meaty boy.
A
Those old thick
stallion.
ones.
It's the Greek.
Yeah, thanks. It's
No,
for
you're
working at a diner.
welcome.
Well,
Hey, I work.
Yeah.
I work on the north end by. It's called James Pharmacy. It's a little pharmacy downtown Toledo. But
yeah,
I drive by where they have the Greek festival, like literally
Yeah.
a million
Cherry.
times a day.
yeah.
And I think about you.
I've been jamming a couple of your songs recently. Like randomly showed up. Yeah, my YouTube playlist.
Which ones you like?
My favorite one ever.
Yeah, you had to pick.
Booger Sugar.
Oh, that's my favorite.
No, I mean, I don't know.
I had to take that off YouTube for a copyright thing.
How?
I don't know. The dude, I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
I mean, he threw his name out in the front of the free beat. You know what I mean? And then you did everything else. You made everything else in the song.
I bet you somebody bought the beat after I did that and released it on iTunes or something like that, and then then who knows what happens after that shit? I don't know. I do this shit as a hobby.
Right. Actually, you know what my favorite song is? One of the older ones. Slam.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know. That's so old. I know it
I
is.
wrote that at Penna. The old Penna.
Well, yeah, the one that's now part of Owens College or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
It's weird seeing that, man. I used to
So
go
how
to
far-
school there.
How far do you guys go back? Like, what are some like the more fonder, funnier
At
moments
least,
that you guys
well,
have
we
to
gotta
share?
talk about some of them.
I got a great story about Joe's mom.
Oh,
I'm
great.
ready for it. I'm ready.
Okay, so
Oh.
this is 7th grade.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad. I just had to use that little clickbait title. But it was 7th grade. Joe's mom and stepdad were my chaperones for the Washington, D.C. field trip. And me and my buddy were so bad that we went to like the National Museum of History or whatever, and we took off, and we were terrible kids, man. And they got so mad at us that the teacher and the principal had to end up being our chaperones for the rest of the trip. And but Nick, his younger brother, I graduated with in 2006, and he graduated with my older brother in 2004. So we go back like middle school. Like as long as when I moved to Northwood in sixth grade is when I met Joe. So
Weird.
Yeah, and his stepbrother Todd. Like I just was at his stepbrother's wedding last week. I just saw Joe there, and it was kind of. Gabe and my older brother and Joe were like more closer than I was with Joe growing up, but with his brother Nick, I mean, and Todd and everything, it was just like I saw Joe just as much as I saw them guys. So
I think I seen you damn near every day when I was at Gabe's house. Anyways, you're showing up for something,
dude. Yeah, and then even after high school, like there was a few. It felt like 2 or 3 summers there. It was like
every day.
Man, we're just chilling. Yeah, every day.
I like to call those the Bud Light Platinum summers. That's when those came out. Those still a thing anymore?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a long time.
They still make platinums, probably.
They came in there like their own special can, or like it was like
The
glass
bottle
form,
was
but
real
nuts.
blue.
Yeah, it was a real cool bottle. It made you look like you were having things.
Yeah,
nice fancy beer.
Fancy Bud Light.
Yeah. It just got you rock quicker. That's all it was.
Like 10% alcohol. No, it's just a strong Bud Light.
That's all it was.
It
was good time. Well, I mean, you don't know this, but Dylan loves MGK, right?
That's awesome.
He loves reporting on MGK.
I mean, he's just always
kind of a meme we got going here. He was in the news quite often, but like I just felt like Dylan was reporting on him like damn near every week, dude. So we like kind of made it a thing. It was seriously like 3 or 4 times in a row, but it was like pretty noteworthy, I guess. When
he's dropping new music, and then I think it was like the time where he was like turning punk with that new album, and then he's drinking his fucking Megan Fox blood.
One. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude.
He's out there, man. He's
I forgot
always headlines.
Is he married to Megan Fox or just like?
I think they're
just engaged. Yeah, they're engaged
by blood.
Yeah, they're going steady. They're talking.
Yeah, they wear jewelry that has blood in like each other's blood. They always have their blood together.
He's pretty fucking hot, dude. I don't know. I might wear her jewelry blood too.
Yeah,
Probably
dude,
not.
he's one of like the weirdest things to me. His like transformation.
I get I like MGK. If I'm being 100% honest, his music, I enjoy most of the things I hear from him. The other stuff, you know, the fashion and shit, you know, like not my cup of tea, but I don't go to him for fashion. So, you know, I like his rap. I like when he raps fast. I think that is his strongest talent, is that fast lyrical rap. And he chops like that. I think he is a very talented rapper. The punk stuff, I support because music has no fucking rules and you can do whatever you want. And if you got the money and the fan base and people are responding to it, dude, do whatever you want. Make a country album with who cares?
Do you think it was just bad timing by the Eminem thing? Do you think that was just bad timing for his genre?
I think it was all marketing. I think it was marketing stuff, man. I don't think they were in on it together, but I think he went at Eminem in hopes to get a response and got that response and fucking just put him on a different level of that list of people Eminem dissed. You know what I mean? That puts you in a category as a rapper that gives you some more shit for the resume, I guess. You know what I mean?
I guess that would make I get it.
I give him credit for that though, because he definitely had Eminem sitting there like kind of rubbing his jaw, like, all right, I kind of took a shot there.
Right, because if it would have been weak and shitty, Eminem would have never even responded. It would just been that would have been more of a diss to not respond. But the fact that he responded was like good for him.
Yeah, I don't think Eminem does anything but like rap. And
dude, I would pay lots of money for Eminem to diss me. Like,
sure.
I would start a GoFundMe and be like, let's fucking raise money. Eminem's going to talk shit about C-Fifth on a song, dude. Like, I'll give him the dirt. He can real life dirt on me.
Here's the material.
Yeah, like, here's the shit. I'm late on my water bill. Come on, man.
I stole something in the 7th grade. Just stupid shit.
Right, for real. But no, that's I did not when I did 3 shows with MGK, but it wasn't like me and MGK hung out on the tour bus together and we're doing tour together. I was the local act supporting the touring act all 3 times, which was still cool for me because
dude, that concert was wild as shit though.
Yeah, there's one on my YouTube channel of like the whole day opening up for MGK. It was MGK and Tech 9, so the show was packed. It was like MGK had just came out with Wild Boy, so he was real like popular at that summer, and it was just I was actually interning for Kiss FM, so I was on the radio station that whole year, and then he was just blowing up. Like that show was like super big show, like it was cool. We sold I personally sold like 300 tickets just for that show alone, and I think it was like 1,500 people there total. It was crazy.
You mentioned the Kiss FM stuff, and I instantly start thinking about how you'd have me call in and talk shit to Rodney.
Yeah, dude, we went to high school with.
But you said he tells me, he texts me, he's like, "Hey, call this phone number," and I didn't know it was the radio station at the time. And he's like, "Just keep him on the phone because he can't hang up." So I put on these weird accents. I'd call him like once a week, and I was just talking crazy shit to this guy. Till he got freaked out. He said he was texting you, "I don't know what to do. This guy keeps calling." He's like freaking him out and shit.
Just live on air?
Yeah, it was on the morning rush with 92.5 Kiss FM.
What
the whole
year?
2000. I was on the show from 2011 to 2013. I was the intern C-Fifth. I was a board, basically took calls, screen calls, board operator for Sid Kelly, Demetrius Nicodemus, Sarah Haggerty, and Megan Mick. There was the crew when I was on the show.
Damn, yeah, I listened to them.
Yeah, it was cool. It was good times.
Wow.
You had that, they ended up using your song for a little bit. I know that.
Yeah, I made the intro music for the Morning Rush song. And they used that for 3 years. Even after I left the show, it was the official morning shows. We did a music video for it and shit. It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was fun. It's cool. Just a lot of connections. Made a lot of connections that I still utilize today. It's awesome.
I would imagine being in the radio biz would just be a
Dude,
blossom field for connections.
It was awesome. They had a real tight connection with Fat Fish Blues and the Funny Bone. So the stand-up comedians would come into the radio, the morning talk show to promote their show that weekend. And I got to meet like Jim Brewer from dude from Half Baked, a bunch of people from like Reno 911, the dad from Friday before he passed away. I mean, it was cool as fuck, dude. I got so many like stand-up comedians and shit that I forgot I even met them until I see their stuff on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, dude, I met that fucking guy. It was crazy.
What's his name? Mankind.
Mankind, yeah, I met Mankind from WWE. He put me in a headlock for a picture and shit. It was funny because he's like, why do you want me to put you in a headlock? I'm not known for headlocks. I'm like, well, dude, I don't want you to put your sock in my mouth for a fucking pic. Like, give me the headlock. It's a photo.
You know what? Somebody's gonna be dying for him to do that, though. Please give me Mr. Socko.
I should have been like, yeah, fucking sock me, dude, with your sock in my mouth.
What a weird. Who comes up with it?
Vince McMahon.
Right.
Yeah, they probably collab on that. I wanna jump back kind of towards the beginning of, I guess, what you'd call your music career, because I went to high school that was 5 minutes from the high school you guys went to, and back during like the MySpace kind of days and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I had kind of a lot of mutual friends with like both of you guys before I even met Joe and stuff, and so the people that I guess, I don't know, you'd be friends with. Is that what you're friends with on MySpace?
Yeah, I was friends, I think.
You'd see like on them profiles and stuff, like I'd see Fifth, a lot in the little music player and stuff. So you kind of had a little bit of like notoriety and
dude,
and
yeah,
stuff
I was so bummed when MySpace.
It was cool, man. Yeah, it was a cool setup. I think everyone kind of learned how to do a little bit of coding and shit, and it was kind of cool. And there weren't like statuses and shit,
Right.
So you didn't really have to learn more than you needed to about certain people and all that stuff like kind of you do today. But
oversharing.
One thing I kind of like too was like being a rapper in Toledo comes with kind of a lot of labels and stuff, and a lot of it's kind of self-induced because some of these guys will act like I'm the fucking king of Toledo, and I'm this and that, and I'm fucking hot shit. But like you said, you've kind of always just treated it as like a hobby and stuff like that, and some of the stuff is kind of broke through that initial like glass ceiling and stuff. So definitely salute you on that. But to kind of ask some of the cliche questions, when you first decided to start getting into the rapping and stuff, who were some influences? Like, what were you listening to at the time, etc.?
Dude, yeah, I grew up on everything. My dad is obviously, he's a drummer, and he like grew up on the old 60s, 70s rock. So I grew up on a lot of rock and roll. And then I get into rap as I got older. And when I started rapping, I really listened to a lot of local rap as my first like taste of rap music was other local rappers, like older, like Hell's Kitchen and some of the older rappers that I listened to, like underground shit. And then I kind of ventured out into the Eminems, and like the biggest rapper that probably had the most influence on my music is probably Kid Cudi, because like it's just like the Man on the Moon album and all that stuff is like at the time when I first started like growing up and writing my own serious music, that was what I listened to the most, and like would try to emulate kind of my own version of like a Kid Cudi, more of a rock and I always used to say it was the like Kid Cudi and Janis Joplin had a baby. And I was just like rap with some old school rock is my influences, definitely.
I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. What I mean, because you're kind of still do. I mean, when's the last time you actually like dropped a track?
I dropped an album in 2018 called Gravity. It was 9 songs. That's on iTunes and everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere you can find music. That's the only project I put on iTunes and everything. The last song I released was in 2020 called Family Trees. That's the single for a project I'm working on right now called Dad Rap. and that's like completely
awesome.
different from my old shit. But like I'm just growing with my music and growing with my life and shit. So it's just kind of music. I'm trying to make an album that like it's like kids can listen to it, but it's not corny kid music. It's adult music that kids can listen to, and it's really geared towards dads, like young fathers. I want like a song that an old father, like a grandpa, or a young father that just had his first kid, that they can all relate to those like emotions and those feelings and just the like those experiences in life that some people experience. And whether you're an uncle, your best friend has a kid, just that, I don't know, that feeling of trying to show another little human like, hey, welcome to the party. This is the show. We're trying to do it this way. And I feel like if I can put this shit down in music, my kids will listen to it, or other people, I don't know. It's just some shit that I feel like it's like a journal.
Would you say
That's cool though?
It does
Yeah.
sound
say
awesome.
like your kids then influence you to kind of go down this avenue?
Oh, definitely. I had writer's block before my daughter was, but I have 3 kids now, which sounds weird as fuck to say, but my oldest
That's
daughter,
crazy.
she'll be 6 in June. So before I had her, man, like there was like 2 or 3 years where I just could not write music. I couldn't make beats. I felt like I was writing the same song over and over again. Like I had nothing new to write about. And then my kids came and it was just like a whole new floodgates of material and beats and
They
emotion.
change you, man. They mess you
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Excellent.
Weird.
That's
I love it, though.
I like that. You're making stuff that you want to make that kind of comes from like the heart and stuff, because that goes with what I was saying earlier about like there are a pretty decent amount of like rappers and people from Toledo and stuff that have like legitimate skill,
Yeah.
but they kind of just try to live this like fake ass personality or however you want to say it to
Dude,
kind of
and
come
I'm
off
probably friends
in a
with like
way,
a lot
not
of the
make
people
that.
you're thinking of. Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? And I get it, dude. I get it. And that's one thing I pride myself on, is like genuinely keeping it real as much as I can. Like, as far as like, I feel like the stuff that I write about and the stuff that I'm trying to like sing about, it's got to be like, if I'm faking, if I always look at it like this, like, okay, so I rap about money and bitches and big rims on my cars and how cool I am and how sucky you are. If I'm lying about that shit, nobody gives a fuck. But if I rap about my kids and taking care of my shit and doing my shit, and I'm lying about that, like that's faking it to the most. So I'm trying to like, my whole thing is keeping it real as fuck. And right now I'm a dad and I'm a fucking, that's what I'm going to write about, man. You know what I mean? Like and I feel like there's so many, like you said, so many talented rappers that if they could just shift that focus and keep it a little more honest, they would get a better response. Because the best responses I've ever gotten were being honest and telling it, like saying those things that everybody feels and thinks, but don't want it. They're too embarrassed to rap about it for some reason. They would fucking get a better response, I believe.
You have an expected date for Dad Rap to drop?
Oh, I'm bad with dates. I have like 5 songs recorded. I'm shooting for 10. I don't know. I would love to do it in the fall, release it in the fall. But I've also been thinking about taking some of my older songs that I wrote and recorded to other people's music and beats and re-recording them to beats that I've made, so I can release them properly and not just be like mixtape shit. But the thing about that is like the only people that have heard my old shit are just like my friends and stuff. So I could put out a song that I wrote in 2006 and most people wouldn't even know that I wrote it fucking 15 years ago. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking about doing that too.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because I got some shit that's
Well,
really
that makes sense, though. That really does, though.
right.
You're right. I mean, it's pretty underground at the time and mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Before we jump into the mill and stuff, though, one of the things I told Joe that I wanted to make sure we plugged was like kind of another side project of yours that you started, I think, at least maybe 3-4 years ago, or maybe a little sooner than that. Joe, I mean, I if you want to kind of plug that and we can kind of ask some questions and get
I'm
all that
talking about
info
the
out.
community work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I noticed, like, following you on Instagram and everything else, but you were just like reworking this property. Like, I know right where it's at, and I drove by it a million times.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to put it. It's a shithole. It was just not taken care of. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect the place, but
no, you can see it. I mean, go on Google Maps and go back to 2014 and look. I mean, you can see what it looked like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a work in progress, and I also like to stress that I am one of many people doing this. You know what I mean? It's not just me. I am definitely the most vocal on social media because I'm the youngest, and a lot of the people I work with are older residents in my neighborhood. They're like in their 60s and 70s that they've got a Facebook page, but they don't do nothing besides see their aunt and cousins and nieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get a lot of credit for the stuff, but it's been a team of people. You know, Project ER is a whole nonprofit. We're a 501(c)(3). We're based out of East Toledo in my neighborhood, the Ironwood neighborhood, which is like Oakdale and East Broadway area, kind of. Basically, that'd be the biggest intersection. We do a lot of shit, man. We do our community garden. We have a building that was just a year ago. We got a church that was donated to us free. A whole building that we're in the process of remodeling right now. We just got, we've been working with Teresa Gaddis, who is our city council person for the East Side. Abby Arnold, who is the chief of staff for the mayor. All kinds of people from the city of Toledo department. We just actually got $330,000 in grant money, over 6 different grants that total $330,000 to remodel our building into a neighborhood community center. Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome.
It's cool.
It's crazy, dude. It's like, I would have 3 years ago, if you would have told me just start helping out with this little garden, it would snowball into this, all this stuff we got going on. We got the $330 for the construction and labor of the building. We got another $30,000 for program funding to run out of the building. And that's, it's just been like crazy, man. Like all this stuff we've been trying to do. Yeah, it's wild, dude.
That's really fucking cool. Because one thing we've talked about on this show a few times. There's a Twitter account that I think it's like Toledo tweets or some stupid shit where it's it'll always be some shit like Toledo be like, and like 99% of the time it's some kind of stupid shit that's going on, and they never highlight any of the good stuff that's going on because Toledo obviously gets a bad rap. And there's a lot of dumb shit and a lot of, fucked up stuff that goes on around the city. But there's also a shit ton of really good stuff that's going on. Obviously, like downtown's like underrated as fuck.
For sure.
Project, I mean, I knew a little bit of the project you're talking about, but what you just told us, kind of blew me away. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
I think stuff like that needs to be highlighted rather than just like the usual. This guy got picked up for selling drugs, or this guy's like fucking some pillheads, going nuts, in some intersection, like. I just never get why it's never talked about.
Yeah, it's drama, it's sensationalism and clickbait, and what sells, and the juicy murder is gonna draw attention, man. It sucks. It sucks, but I agree. There's so much going on in Toledo that people like. Our nonprofit also teamed up with the Glass City Riverwall project that they got going on the river. They're painting a mural on the silos. That is the artist. Right, that's the largest mural in the United States. It's the second largest mural in the whole world. The only thing bigger than that is in South Korea. That's like some massive project that's insane. And we've teamed up with those guys they're making a documentary about the process of just making the mural and executing and stuff. And our neighborhood is right by the mural, so we've teamed up with those guys to help out with like. Their feel good piece in the documentary and stuff, man. There's so much going on in Toledo, and I don't know why I like doing this stuff so much and why I like it, but I feel like if I'm gonna be here, I gotta at least make some kind of progress on it. Oh, there's 100%. Some light.
And another thing too is like Toledo, especially East Side, they got the best candy and snack selection in the tri-state area. So You gotta throw that out there as well. You gotta give them respect.
I love candy and snacks and the East Side.
100%. Yeah,
Sure.
and good juices and stuff. But
the
but
Huggies.
no, I definitely wanted to make sure we threw that out there. For people that kind of maybe want to follow along, like, is there Facebook account or website or something that people can kind of visit?
Our Instagram is Ironwood Community Garden Instagram. That's kind of like the and we're on Project ER on Facebook, but you can also go to projecterinc.org, which is our official website, and that links you to everything else. It's it's crazy, man. I would have never thought that I would be doing this stuff 5 years ago, but
shit, me neither.
It's cool, man. It's like a game, you're playing a game and you just gotta participate and do the right things and try to get the missions accomplished. And it's been fun.
Everyone can complain about what needs to happen, but obviously, most of those people don't do anything to help. So
exactly, that's cool. The main thing that motivated me was old people on Facebook that would bitch about the neighborhood they grew up in. And then they fucking complained about it. They move away from the neighborhood, complain about it, that it's changed after they moved away, and then they want someone else to change it back to what, no, dude, move back. You're
the one that's supposed to do it. You move here, you change it now.
Right.
Don't leave and complain about it. It's not, you gave up. You left.
Right. Go wherever you live now. Go make that better if that's what you're so worried about.
Or get on that Facebook neighborhood page and start bitching.
Man, I've been wanting to light these old people up on Facebook. Man, fuck you. I'm over here cleaning up shit. What are you doing, bitching?
Come out here, hold a shovel.
Looking out the window.
Right.
That's wild.
Well, Dylan, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna move to my phone charger, but I'm still here, just so you know.
Okay. Well, then that gives us a chance, Dylan. We can jump in the mill, and then we'll get into the arena and all that good stuff.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. What's up?
The Mexican pizza is back.
Ooh.
Mexican. We can talk about it in the mill if you want. I can add it to it.
It's mid. We'll talk about it.
I just want to make sure you knew about it.
I got a couple things. I'm not sure how big of a sports guy here we have, but I know, Joe, you're all about the sports. So I got one thing on sports.
Yeah, you know me.
I got a Marvel topic as well, but we're going to jump into it. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Hit the mill. Let's go. Every time. Really hope you guys see it on YouTube or on Spotify. Do the finger guns every time we come back from the vid. It's a tradition. Joe loves it.
It's my favorite, man.
So, like I said, we got a couple of topics here. We're going to add the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell as well. Let's actually just start off with that. The Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. It was getting a lot of storm I saw on social media. Bobby, not much of a fan, but I mean, you might be part of the minority based on what I've been seeing on social media. I mean, I guess the floor is yours. Let's start with you. What is up with the mid-Mexican? Are you going to be upsetting some Mexicans or Taco Bell fans out there? They might make a burner and come after you.
Any Mexicans talking about Taco Bell stuff. We'll be good on that front, I think. We'll be maybe upsetting some white folk. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Europeans, more Europeans.
It's just like anything, because Taco Bell, the one thing they specialize in is anything cheesy, beefy, fucking, that's their thing. They're gonna flip that around in 100 different ways, and that's what obviously.
I mean, you're only given like
as well.
5 real ingredients for Mexican food: tortillas, meat, some sort. Cheese, lettuce, tomato.
Joe's the one that's gonna piss the Mexican off.
I mean, I'm wrong though. And like onion, you know what I mean? It's like the same. I'd say there's like 8 ingredients, and it's just changed different ways. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's how you fold it. It's all on how you fold it.
Roll a burrito. I can make a taco. Make a breakfast burrito. I don't know. Whatever you want. Put whatever you want in a tortilla. Pearl it up.
I see breakfast pizzas at Aldi's. But that's just that's a story for another day. I'll try that someday.
You know how I feel about the Speedway. Speedway's got a fire ass breakfast pizza that I get.
Man, you're a brave man. If you, you are a brave man.
Do they bring it to you when you pump your gas?
I've had worse.
Do they bring it to you when you pump your gas?
Gas station's food's so scary.
PJ and I, a friend of mine, we had the worst Speedway pizza I ever had in my life in Findlay, and it's you know when you have one thing and it's like it just you can't ever have it again, man. I don't know. That was like 10 years ago, and I still scared of it.
That's how I feel about Fireball.
Yep, Rumplemints for me.
Ugh.
Reds.
Who likes that?
Nope.
Reds apple ale.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All
Bad
right.
time.
That's,
It was a
all
bad
right.
time.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. It's valid. Just a little odd.
Dude,
I think
yeah,
I say something weird like, cinnamon candles. Something real off it.
No,
Reds
if you
apple
like Mexican pizza, good for you. They're like fucking $5.
Dude, we tried to get them today. My wife wanted one. They weren't selling them until after 8 p.m. You couldn't get one. 2 different ones.
I got one yesterday just because there was like a DoorDash. Like you got some deal with that. It's like, all right, I'll try it just to maybe see if it's gonna shut me up. And no, it's just.
You think it was because it was DoorDashed instead of
no
hot and ready?
I don't think there's very much difference. Let's be honest.
You're right, but some shit gets ruined by DoorDash, man. Like,
well, yeah, if you're getting a meal and like your styrofoam fucking thing with like fries and shit in it, they're gonna come fucking wet and soggy. But
I just if I do something
where
like
did all that water come from?
I don't know,
we
man.
talked about it once, like the styrofoam.
It's a cup of water. It's like,
you're going to like you're hitting up the
I
taco
got some,
truck.
like, goddamn.
That's cool because you're gonna fucking pop it open immediately and eat it. But
I'm still eating it. But where does it come from?
I'm telling you, I'll order it and I'll just turn my toaster oven on. I'm like, I'm gonna have to fix these bitches when they get here. Whoa.
Yeah, 100%.
I haven't had it myself. The Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, that is.
I had the old one.
Is there a difference?
Long time ago. I don't know. I haven't had the new one.
We gotta let me know because Bobby's not making me want to buy one at this point in time. $5 is $5, and
Bobby also has very hard opinions about his food. You gotta remember that.
I respect his opinion, though.
I think more variety than both of you guys combined.
No, let me explain. I respect his opinion, but some of the shit he says, I don't
said
care
it was mid. I mean, I ate it yesterday. It's not like
I didn't say you were
spit
wrong.
It out
I said I respect your opinion. And some of the shit you like, I can't fucking stand. And that's fine. You probably don't like what I like.
Yep. Different strokes for different folks.
Goddamn right. I hate mustard. There you go. I told you.
I like olive oil and feta cheese. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I don't like a lot of sushi. I like certain sushis.
Yeah, sushi kind of. I do like the Nagoya sushi. The Nagoya sushi is actually phenomenal.
You're just offending just the western half of the world.
No, I am 0.2% Asian, so it's okay. 23andMe said so.
I'm 50,
how do you feel? How do you feel about that
right.
being half Japanese? And this guy just said he's fucking
I'm
Asian.
not half. I'm not 50%. I said 0.2. That's 0.2%.
Of course you're not. I'm talking to the fucking guy whose mom came from Japan is half Japanese. You 2%. I'm asking.
0.2 is just
0.2.
the fucking. It's the cock size. You got a small cock, and that's the Asian.
Poor guy.
What else you got?
TS penis. We have
you guys.
some Marvel news. I'm not much of the Marvel guy, but I might be now with this news. Okay, Marvel movies never sexualizes anything or have any kind of like sense of like nudity.
Have you seen Black Widow?
No, I haven't. Like I said, I'm not a Marvel guy. So, with the new movie, apparently, I think it's called Eternal, correct? Am I correct on that, guys?
New movie?
Isn't there like a new movie coming out here soon, Marvel?
Eternals has been out for a while.
I don't know, man.
Hey, continue, whatever.
It might not. It could have been a separate article under that. But anyways, there's a newer movie coming out with Marvel. The director did say that there is going to be nudity. And I'm talking full-on penetration nudity.
And Marvel?
I don't know if
time
I
to
believe that.
You mean owned by Disney Marvel?
I don't know.
Was this on like Yahoo News or was this on Pornhub?
Not porn.
Yeah, you remember how they when you be on the porn sites back in the day, they had like the cartoon, like Marge Simpson taking a fucking load. That's probably what he's seen. He's probably
I saw so many Family Guy ads.
Yeah, fucking
like
She-Hulk.
why is Brian banging Lois? That's weird.
Yeah,
That's not going to get me to click. Yeah, no.
All right, I'll check it out. I got to see this.
I'm sure it works.
Yeah.
More than we think.
Ugh.
It says
definitely
sexuality. The quote was, "Sexuality doesn't exist for superheroes. They are neutered." Apparently, that's the director. I'm going to butcher the last name, but Pedro Almodovar.
Bedtime.
Almodovar. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but anyways, he's a director for a Marvel movie that's going to be coming out at some point this year, I believe. But that's from, I don't know what the source is, but that is the quote.
They're going to be. Where'd you get this penetration
Dylan,
from?
Said
breaking.
Park, I gotta tell you.
Director confirms that the next installment in the MCU will show gratuitous full penetration.
Gratuitous?
Source? Trust me, bro.
Source? A bathroom stall at a truck stop.
I feel
The
it.
quote was, "It's time to give the people what they want."
A Hulk sex scene.
Sex
Consider
sells.
of this as just falling off a cliff. The more you read this,
The account does not have a blue check mark.
oh,
Daddy's friends.
okay.
Moving on to the next topic, NIL deals. Running amok in college sports. Like I said, I'm not sure if you guys are as big as a sports fan as Joe is, but NIL is...
I like college.
Yeah, college football. If you're listening and you don't know, they're able to get paid to play. And a lot of the situation is that teams, or players, I should say, players are leaving, going to the transfer portal, and then getting snagged by other teams because they're basically getting paid, and what would that usually be bribery and against rules at like a couple years ago is now legal. So it's running amok. There's no guidelines to these NIL deals. There's no rules or anything like that. So it's kind of just like the Wild West as far as I think like the latest deal. There's a Blitnikoff winner, wide receiver from Pitt. I forgot his name. Something Atkins, I think. But there's a rumor that he's going to USC on a $3.5 million NIL deal. And just to put that in perspective, wide receiver from Pittsburgh, the Steelers, they drafted a wide receiver in the second round of the NFL draft. He's going to be paid less than what a college player is going to be paid at USC, at $3.5 million.
Well, you always know what they say, right?
What's that?
Get good. Get good.
I mean, he got drafted in the second round of the NFL. He's good.
Get real good.
Pickens?
Get a better
Stop
agent.
acting like that. This has been happening for like 30 years, and now
Right.
you can't get in trouble for it. So now people will put it out in the open, but because the big thing this week was and which was fucking funny, was Nick Saban going off about Texas A&M had the top recruiting class, and he's going off saying that they paid all their players. And it's like, dog,
They did.
I mean, everyone in the fucking world knows Alabama has been fucking shoveling cash to get all these guys. I mean, they fucking win every year. It's pretty goddamn obvious. So the fact that like he's out here outing people,
he probably still believes in Santa.
Yeah, I mean, like Saban, I'm pretty sure there's like an article out there that said that he like gray shirts players. Like you're typically hearing about red shirting, but I guess
I don't even know what that means exactly. What's gray shirting?
I mean, I don't know the full on definition because obviously it's like the first time I've ever heard about it, but it's like you're putting off your entire like a year of your life or more. Like you're not going to play. Like you're part of the team, I guess, but redshirting is usually like you sit a year. You're like not eligible to play, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I would assume gray shirting is that, but worse.
But with money,
you gotta sit 4
I don't
years.
think you get. I don't know how that would work because
hey, what?
because it's the NIL.
All right, though.
Because the NIL deals are like I guess now legal, and each state has their own different. Because I mean, like teams in Ohio have different rules than say Texas. Texas is the most open state. That's why you see Texas A&M. They only had like five-star recruits in the past like decade, 5 years between that time frame. And just this year or last year, whatever, what Nick Saban was talking about, they got 7, just one class. So it's like they're like shoveling out the dough for sure. When Alabama has like stricter, Alabama has stricter like rules to go by, where they can actually break rules.
Oil money.
If obviously found out. But there's ridiculous things. So look at Ohio State. Ohio State had that silly thing with Terrell Pryor with the free tattoo situation. Like, that's ridiculous. Come on now.
Ridiculous.
I think the NFL suspended Terrell Pryor in his rookie year a couple of games because of it.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah, they did.
3 or 4 games or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
The whole season got vacated. The like a Rose Bowl win, all kinds of stuff.
That's ridiculous.
Players that weren't even a part of the scandal were affected by that.
It is some bullshit.
Yep. The following year, nothing counted. They let them play, but nothing.
They went 12-0. They went 12-0, but did not get to go to the national title or nothing. It was Urban Meyer's first year. Yep, that shit was wild.
I mean, were they good tattoos at least?
I would imagine so.
Probably not. Prison tats.
Some
I
prison
know a
tats
guy
are
will
nice.
come over and we'll turn the kitchen lights on.
Yeah, buddy. I got some prison tats.
I remember when you told me that shit. I'm like, oh, well, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that.
Young and dumb. Drunk.
Man,
This wasn't done with like a tattoo gun.
No, it was done with the tattoos on my wrist I got when I was like 17. And they were done with like a literal prison gun that had a race car motor and I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Yeah, I've heard this a few times. It's still crazy.
It was a prison gun, but not in prison.
For what was used, it doesn't look that bad.
It's not.
No, yeah, they still hold up. No, they look good. They're probably the most well done. I got tattoos that were done with guns that look shitty compared to those.
It's fucking crazy.
It's all about the artist, right? It's all about the artist.
That's true.
Connections, man. Connections.
It's not the tools, it's the artist.
Just imagine what he could do with the gun.
Man, he was good, dude. I swear, the guy that did my wrist, that dude, he could draw with a pencil, and it would look like a photograph, man. The dude was amazing. I was like, I trust you. Whatever, let's do it. I'm 17. I'm dumb.
Let me finish my drink. I'll be in there next.
Yeah, I was eating mushrooms too.
From a gun, or
Owl tattoo.
Yes, it is from a gun. And actually, to kind of go full circle here, we were talking about that giant-ass mural that they have at the waterfront in Toledo. One of the artists, Dino Davis, shout out to him. He's actually the tattoo artist that has done my sleeve.
Awesome,
My dad's a connection with him back at previous job.
That's cool.
Speaking of connections. And, you got the lion tattoo that's going to need touched up, so I'm going to have to go visit him again, man. I want to finish my entire sleeve, and I'd love it to be done by the same artist.
He is a beast, man. He's another dude that can make an artwork look like a photograph, man. He's amazing.
Yes.
That's a talent I'll never understand. Like, I know it's real. I can see it happen, but I don't get it, man. How does that happen?
It's talent, man. It's talent.
Phenomenal airbrush artist as well. I'm pretty sure on his Instagram, it looked like he airbrushed a painting for Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
And it looked like he posted with that on his own Instagram. So, like, he has artwork with fucking Aaron Donald, and he's a reigning defensive player of the year. I think.
Dean is like the lead artist executing that river wall. You know, he's the dude putting it on the wall. He didn't design the art, but he is the man making it happen, man. He's a beast.
Yeah, mad respect for him. Like I said, I got to go see him again. But to finish out around the mill, I did want to have, this is more of kind of like a pat on our own back and a thank you to you, the listener. As we hit 15K total streams on TSP this week, we were around that 14.9 mark in midweek, and I asked, hey, can we get to 15K by the end of the week? Next day, boom, 15K. So thank you to streaming it up. Joining us since day one, and I know that some of those episodes from 1 and 2 aren't up for copyright reasons as we grow and learn and mature as a podcast. They're still in the vault. They're not gone forever, so do have them still. But either way, thank you to the listeners. 15K. Let's see you at 20.
I think the first season we didn't use any music, so those can go back up.
Hey.
I'll have to check because I was thinking
Season
about
2,
adding
I
to
think,
the
is when we
mill.
started using like actual music to like intro. We start letting guests choose songs and shit. But I think season 1, as shitty as it may be, you know, maybe can go back up. People can laugh at them.
I might add it to I think Anchor has like a feature where I don't have to add it to a season as a category, but I can just add it as a bonus. So like maybe all season 1 can just be like a bonus I'm not sure if that would just like separate it from the archive
Do
or
it.
whatever you listen it to, but yeah, I can do that. I have it all saved in my Google Drive.
All right. Well, before we get you in the TSP arena, I'm going to ask a question that we ask all our guests at the end of each episode, and that is, knowing what you know today, what is one thing you would tell your 18-year-old self?
You know, I've been thinking about it while you guys, since you know, the whole time we've been sitting here, and honestly, I would tell him to keep doing exactly what you're doing, because I honestly would not change a single thing about my life right now. I'm the happiest I've ever been. I love my wife, my kids. I'm the most financially stable I've ever been in my life. I feel like all these choices that I've made since 18 till now being 34 have led to this. So I would seriously tell myself, just keep trusting your gut, keep doing the things you think you should be doing. You know when shit smells fishy, you know when shit smells right, and just keep on trusting your gut and doing the things you think are right, and you're going to turn out okay. And I'm the luckiest man alive, man. So that's
Phenomenal
what
answer.
I would do.
I like that, man. Respect.
Like that, yeah.
I like that a lot. But now we're going to have you enter the TSP arena. We're going to play a little of this or that. Dylan's going to put up 90 seconds. We're going to fire off as many of these as we can.
Okay.
And we'll see if you can roll through or if you stumble, man. So
I'm
Dylan,
ready. Let's do it.
He's ready. Let's get it going.
Go 90 seconds on the clock.
T-minus 90 seconds.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Pokemon or Digimon?
Digimon.
Good steak or good burger?
Good steak.
T-minus
Fall or
30
spring?
seconds.
Fall.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels?
T-minus 70
Shawn
seconds.
Michaels.
Breadsticks or rolls?
Breadsticks.
Orange or apple juice?
Apple juice.
Breakfast or dinner?
T-minus 60
Breakfast.
seconds.
Music or podcasts?
Music.
Loyalty or respect?
Respect.
Sneakers or sandals?
T-minus 50 seconds.
Sneakers.
Couch or recliner?
Recliner.
Money or free time?
Free time.
Candy or popcorn in a
T-minus
movie?
40 seconds.
Candy.
This is always the big one. Over or under toilet paper roll?
Over. Hanging over.
T-minus
Iced or
30
hot coffee?
seconds.
Hot.
Soup or sandwich?
Sandwich.
NFL or NBA?
NFL.
Cats or dogs?
T-minus
Dogs.
20 seconds.
Scary or funny movie?
Funny.
Jeans or sweats?
15
Jeans.
seconds.
Board games or card games?
Board games.
Sweet or
10,
savory?
9,
Sweet.
8,
Beer or liquor?
7,
Beer.
6,
Batman or Spider-Man?
4,
Spider-Man.
2,
And then
One.
Xvids or
0.
P-Hub?
What was the last one?
Xvids or P-Hub?
P-Hub, for sure.
There
P-Hub.
it is.
I mean,
There it
It's
is.
a
I'm not an
classic.
animal. I'm not an animal.
Civilized.
Those were that wasn't too bad, man. I thought they might be a little controversial, but those were pretty solid.
Yeah, nothing too wild, but a couple.
I mean,
of
we
them
can make it
kinda-
wild.
That's-
Come back.
No, those
True.
were good. Those were classic. Like they felt like I had some of them I had to think about. Like I kind of regret recliner over couch, but no, I was still I stand by my choice
Yeah. There's not really a wrong answer.
because I don't even own a recliner and I have two really nice couches. But I'm like
Maybe that's
thinking
why.
about my brother's
really want
recliner.
one.
And I'm like, man, Gabe's got a really nice chair, and I like that chair.
I dig it.
I think it's a goofball, and I love him.
Yeah, he's something else.
What about Joe or Nick?
But Joe or Nick? Ooh. It's all in the situation, I guess. If I'm
That's
going
fair.
to a nice, classy place, I'm taking Nick. But if I want to get,
I used to
I
hold the
want to have a
burner.
good time, man, I'm taking Joe.
Yeah,
That sounds
Wait.
about right, actually.
I remember
Yeah,
one
that's a
time.
good answer.
Never
a
taking
good
Andy.
time. Dude,
No,
I don't
especially
want to take
somewhere
Andy.
nice. No.
Do you guys think Joe's youngest brother looks like Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
absolutely.
I swear, I'm like, man, every time I see him, I'm like, Nico.
Poor guy.
I know, I love
That
it.
dude, he's something else, man. He's texting me right now saying things I won't repeat.
Good. I love him.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I have an idea.
He's something else, man. I don't know why he's so wild. I don't get it. Like, he's tame, but like something's off with that kid. I don't know. Maybe it's too many headlocks in the kitchen. Yeah.
We can just hash it out over an episode of TSB.
Well, this dude, okay. I'll tell you what he wears in his off time. He wears a uniform for work, but every time I see him, and if he's not dressed up, he wears these over the top like LeBron shoes. Like, they're like purple, pink, black. They're crazy looking, and like orange basketball shorts, and then like a shirt with a wolf he got at Walmart. Like, and it's all different variations of the same outfit.
Whatever the hand
just-
grabbed out of the basket.
Yeah, but it's every time, dude. I'm like, this dude, he needs a guidance, just some sort of outfit. Just don't wear this, please. Just
He
stop.
likes being comfortable.
Yeah, he's something else, man.
That's the best sense of fashion is comfortability.
There it is,
Yeah.
and that's from Dylan the Savage himself. So
Nice.
Already know.
Quote it.
But yeah, I think that'll about wrap up episode 143. Danny, we really appreciate you coming on and talking
Yeah, man.
shop with us, man. It's
Hey, I
looking
appreciate
forward
you
to
guys
this for a
having me,
while.
man. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool to kind of get a little more knowledge on the music side of things and everything you're doing, for the city, man. So definitely keep that going, and we'll have to bring you on later down the line, maybe when you guys got some more stuff. Got that church
Definitely.
up and running. You know what I'm saying? We'll see
Yeah,
the ins and outs on that.
Definitely,
You
man.
gotta
I'd love to come
get
back.
PJ down here. Yo, you gotta
Alright.
convince PJ to come on.
Dude, I almost was going to bring him on, but I didn't know if I should or not. He might be too wild. The next time, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put out like a disclaimer before the episode starts. Listen,
Yeah.
here comes Fear and Loathing, but in real life.
It's your worst nightmare.
The parental advisory sticker or whatever.
Yeah.
But Dylan, episode 143. Let's put a cap on it, man. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned, my friends, my ladies of TSP listeners. Stay tuned for Dad Rap coming out sometime, maybe fall.
Maybe.
That's that time frame there. But be sure to also go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You know what it is, at Talking Shop Pod. Like it up. Be sure to like this video on YouTube if you're watching us. Even Spotify. We have video on Spotify if you're a Spotifyer. Apple Podcasts and wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, review, 5-star. You know what the fuck it is. Take care. Have a great week. Holla at your boys later.
Holla.